Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jerry. I'm back with another video once again, brought to you by the Sexiest Man Alive in Universe's channel. And, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Empress. She's always giving me a shout out on her channel. So, her link will be at the bottom of the description. Please make sure you subscribe to her channel. She comes out with some pretty good videos, and today she made one called Alpha Males. Actually, this was published on the 25th, so it was like yesterday. I told her I was going to respond to 2 of her videos, and this is the first one. And it's 3-minute and 50-second clip videos, so it's going to be freestyle, meaning I don't have my notes or nothing. I'm just going straight off the dome. So without further ado, I'm going to play the video, and then from there we'll critique it. So let's go ahead and begin.
Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a different topic, and before I do the topic I just want to say that I won't be doing tarot videos for a while because I am very tired, exhausted. I have a holiday and my children are at school for
Understandable.
their holiday as well, so I'm going to give the tarot readings a rest for a little while just so I can kind of, you know, sort of well, I'm just busy in general as well, so...
I understand. Sometimes making YouTube videos can be very stressful. I, for one, know all about that. And sometimes you run out of topics. Sometimes you get bored. Sometimes, you know, you don't get the views and the comments that you would like to get or that you were anticipating. I think that your readings were good, but I think they got bland. I think your channel needed to evolve. And I gave you that suggestion in the comment section. And you've been coming out with some fire videos. I actually think your channel is going to grow from this. I really do. I believe, Empress, your channel is going to grow. One thing I like about you is you're upfront, you're honest, you apply no makeup to your face, and yet you're still a beautiful woman. And you told me I'm not looking for any attention. I said, and that's exactly why I like you. That's why I like your channel. Because it's just you in raw form. You're not like one of these lipstick doll women where, you know, you have to be the center of attention, like all eyes on me, you know, I'm beautiful, but don't listen to anything I say, just be staring at my boobs the whole time. And it's like, you know, I see a lot of female YouTubers like that, and in your case, you're completely the opposite. You're like the turtleneck Ashley Elisa, in my opinion, where she covers up, doesn't really apply a lot of makeup, and she just spits in the microphone. And she can make some really good videos. In fact, she has like 50,000 subs and she's mentioned me in her videos, which is pretty cool. You know, I'm very honorable that YouTubers mention me. You know, it's an honor. Rather you have 50,000 subs or you have 5 subs. I treat everybody equally. Now let's go ahead and listen to her video.
You know, it takes up a lot of my energy, so I just need to sort of save some of that.
It does. Sometimes it's good to take a week off.
So the topic that I wanted to talk about is alpha males.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not really a fan of alpha males.
Me neither.
And my reasons being is that I feel like alpha males are very overly confident. And while I think confidence is quite good, you know, in general, if you're a confident person, I think being overly confident is a little bit like arrogant, really. Like it comes like kind of
narcissistic,
hand in hand, really. It can come across quite arrogant, egotistical is the one.
Yep.
And I feel like if you're like, from what I've experienced being on dating sites or whatever, you know, all the alpha males I've encountered, I feel like it's a bit of a hard task to sort of keep an alpha male's attention. And I don't really feel that's good in a situation if you're trying to pursue one, because, you know, at the end of the day, when you're pursuing somebody, you want to be like number one. You want to be that one person that they've got their interest in, you know.
Fair enough.
But with alpha males, I feel like you have to constantly try to get their attention. And now I'm not fighting for anyone's attention, so...
And neither am I. That's why I deleted my dating website. If you think it's hard gaining an attention from an alpha male, try going to an average female on the internet. Like just an average woman. Just try doing that and see how hard it is. Half the time, these bitches don't even respond to your messages. So good luck with that. But anyways, in my personal opinion, I think alpha male's a little far-fetched. I think there's, you know, what is the real clear definitive definition other than the obvious about an alpha male, just like, you know, besides it being dominant. I feel that a lot of women get the alpha male misconstrued, and a lot of the times these guys who say they're alpha males, in my opinion, really aren't. I think they're just beta males hiding under the title of the alpha male ordeal. And a lot of the times, while some alpha males may be mysterious, others aren't. So it's a variation. Alpha males come in all shapes and sizes. To me, alpha males is nothing more than a dick measuring contest amongst guys, saying I'm the tough guy, you're not the tough guy, blah blah blah. I mean, what is a real alpha male? Okay, a provider, somebody who provides security, someone who's rich. I mean, all these traits qualifies alpha male. But then again, you see guys that don't really have a lot of money, that don't really have a lot of resources, and yet they have alpha male traits themselves, went out in the jungle meeting with women. If a man was having sex with multiple women, and another man was having sex with multiple women, one was rich and one was poor, who's the alpha male in the yard? Would you define, would the deciding tiebreaker be the income? Or I mean, because at the end of the day, it's all about the number of women you sleep with, right? Because that's one of the things that men of today are in this contest, this whole race to first place, blah, 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 blah. Who gets the most pussy before they die, you know, and shit like that. You know, and you know, you got maybe bullies in a schoolyard. Does that make them an alpha male? What if the beta male whoops his ass? You seen that happen on Bully Beatdown. You seen that happen on World Star. I think there's not a real definitive definition of an alpha male. I just think it's nothing more than a dick measuring contest. I mean, if you have a rich man that you're married to and he beats the crap out of you every day, does that make him an alpha male? No. I mean, like, you know, you try to add the stigma to an alpha male in terms of like, okay, is he a tough guy? Is he this? Is he that? But when it comes down to character, you can't really determine who's an alpha male and who isn't. There's so many different ways you can look at it, in my opinion.
So, you know, it's kind of like, if you're fighting for a man's attention, then you should just like kind of give up on dating altogether.
I agree.
Because who the fuck fights for other people's attention? I don't have to do that. I could just talk to somebody that would like talking to me, enjoy talking to me, and doesn't have to make me, you know, do all like 101 things before I get their attention.
Then why don't you do that? You basically stuck your foot in your mouth. And I'm not trying to be mean, Empress. A lot of girls make this mistake. So let me bring you back down to size for a minute. You women can do that. You can talk to ordinary guys that want to talk to you. The problem is, you're a beautiful woman. And that's not a bad thing. But the problem is that you women don't want to talk to those guys. You don't want the guy that wants to put his time and effort into you. You want the guy that's running. I mean, that's basically what you just said. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. Guys do it too with women. But just because he's mysterious doesn't mean he's alpha. It just means he may have his priorities on another woman. Could mean he have another type. I mean, it doesn't mean he's not attracted to you. It just means he may have other priorities. But I understand where you're coming from. We want what we can't have. And I think that's just a bad habit that both males and females possess. It's no different than the guy trying to date the bad bitch. It's really no different.
No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. And then there's like the other case of like alpha males, like, you know, they're like, they want to be top dog, they want to be on top, you know, they
pretty
want to
much
be
what I
like
said.
First with everything.
Yep.
So like they're very competitive. So like if you were dating one or you're pursuing one, you'd have to be like good at quite a lot of things for them to sort of like show an interest in you, you know, or you'd have to have the same sort of mentality as them. And
see, what it is a lot of men don't date across. When you do date men who have standards, I guess that could be a trait of an alpha male. They want the woman on the same level as him. And it doesn't even have to be just income-wise, but it could also mean character-wise. It can also mean persona, the way you carry yourself, what good qualities possess in you. See, a lot of women make this mistake. They date guys that don't have high expectations of them. And then when they date up the charts, or these higher perceived males, quality wise, they realize they have to put a little bit more than lipstick on. They have to put a little bit more than a smile on. So a lot of women are used to dating average guys, and I think that's the reason why a lot of women get caught in this chase, because they want what they can't have. And a lot of these guys don't, they feed them small amount of increments of a taste of what it's like to be around them, or to date them, or to experience good sexual pleasure in certain cases, and stuff like that.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm not really, I'm competitive, but you know, if I lose, I lose.
Same here.
I'm not trying to be top dog over anyone, you know. At the end of the day, like, I see everybody as an individual and equal as well at the same time. You know, I don't see them as I'm better than them, you know, everybody's below me. And I feel like a lot of alpha males do this, and I think it's a shitty attitude to have, really.
Yeah, it is. I actually lost friends over that. Best friend over that. Yeah, that alpha male, I'm better than you, you're beneath me. You date nothing but fat chicks. Meanwhile, he goes and dicks them down, and then, of course, contradicts himself and blah, blah, blah. And anyways, and to me personally, like, it's hard hanging out with guys like that. You get caught into that keeping up with the Joneses, competing with other males, and stupid bullshit contests like getting phone numbers, or who gets more pussy this month, who gets more of this, who gets more of that. And as you get older, you realize it's all a crock of shit. Like, it's all bullshit. It's all just this whose dick's bigger, whose dick is bigger.
So, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of cons to pursuing an alpha male or getting to know one. You know, it's a lot of hard work.
It is. And how do you think it feels for the average guys that an average guy like me, who knows he's average in looks, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know how hard it is just to compete with an average girl? Because those average women are not going for average guys. Even in the look department. Like, an average woman that's like a 5 or a 4 in looks, she's going for an 8 or 9 guy. Easily. Not a 5 or 6 guy. She's not dating across. She wants the flaming young. The one at the top of the food chain. Looks, wealth, everything. And when you realize that those guys in the higher top, in certain cases, have standards and quality, and expect that in return, you realize you get a taste of what it's like to be an average guy like me. It's hard competing for women. Even for, like, average looking women. It's hard because they have many guys, many options.
And I don't particularly, well, I wouldn't like to particularly deal with that, so, you know, but let me know what you think in the comments section anyway.
And a lot of those guys also, you forgot to mention Empress, they're not really looking for a relationship, most of those guys. I mean, you may say the same thing for average guys too, but a lot of these supposed alpha males, they're just like players and stuff. They really aren't looking for anything. And why I see that you women, in my opinion, go for these guys, even though you like to swear up and down you don't, you go for these type of guys is just beyond me. I mean, I get it. You like the challenge. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, natural science. Okay, I get it. You want what you can't have. You have all these pussy beggars in your DMs. I get it. You're sick and tired of dating average guys. You want the best of the best. I got you. But sometimes, like, earlier in your video, you said has been guys that want my attention. I just haven't been giving it to them. And you admitted that. Well, maybe you should change your mental psyche, and maybe you should give more chances to guys you thought you might not have would have given it to. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Doesn't work out? I mean, it's the same thing what you're going through right now. Maybe you should turn to it. I mean, I know you're a single mom and everything, and you get scrutinized for that, so I get that. But honestly, like, I've dated single moms before. If you weren't living in England, shit, I'd take you out for a beer. I mean, it wouldn't bother me. We can have a beer and shoot darts. It ain't even a big thing to me. But anyways, yeah, I was just responding to your video. This is one of two videos I want to respond to, so like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully she agrees or disagrees or agree to disagree or whatever with my content. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.